ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನ ಸರ್ವಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ದಾನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ವೈಫಲ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬಳಲುತ್ತಿರುವ ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನ ವರದಾನವಾಗಲಿದೆ. ಈ ಕುರಿತು ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅರಿವು ಮತ್ತು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಖಾತೆ ಸಚಿವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುವ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, ಅಂಗಾಂಗಗಳ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ವರ್ಗಾವಣೆಗೆ ವಿಮಾನ ಸೇವೆ ಒದಗಿಸುವ ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿಗಳು, ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ತಜ್ಞರು, ಸಲಹೆಗಾರರು ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಅನೇಕ ವೀರರಿಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂಗ ಮತ್ತು ಅಂಗಾಂಶ ಕಸಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಂಡು ಸನ್ಮಾನಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಖಾತೆ ಸಚಿವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರು, 4,000 ಮಂದಿ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಕಸಿಗಾಗಿ ಕಾಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ 150ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಂದಿ ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿರುವ ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ಪೂರೈಸಲು ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಅರಿವು ಮೂಡಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದರು. ವಿದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದ್ದು, ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಕಡಿಮೆಯಿದೆ. ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಂದಣಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕೆಂದು ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಬಿಎಂಎಸ್ಟಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಲತಾ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥನ್ ರವರು ಮಾತನಾಡಿ, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ತನ್ನ 40ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕೋತ್ಸವದಂದು ಅಂಗಾಂಗ ದಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಕಸಿ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಆ ಘೋಷಿತ ವೀರರನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುವುದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಸಂಗತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ತಿಳಿಸಿದರು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದರು.
But the key component which you have really observed and taken note of, the people behind, the unsung heroes, as you rightly said, who have been instrumental in ensuring that the whole organ donation is smooth and flawless. So such people are being felicitated today. It is a very noble thinking, and I congratulate you again for that. Today is a very hectic day. In spite of that, I wanted to make sure.
And we established this building in 1990-91. Soon we started a daycare transfusion center for thalassemia patients. We started doing a thalassemia prevention program also. 1994 we established the transplant immunology HLA lab, which is the lab which does the tests for all transplants, solid organs, either kidney, liver, heart, whatever, as well as for stem cells, that is the bone marrow transplants. This is the only standalone center. So when SOTO started the program, they identified our center to do all this testing so that it's all centralized in one place. Actually, the organ donation program in Karnataka, Dr. Kishore Phadke and I and a couple of others, we started an organization, an NGO called Forte, way back in the early 2000s. But we were unable to do much at that time. The first year we got 6 donations, we were very happy. And then only when SOTO came into being and the kind of work that they have been doing, they have really brought the cadaver donation program to this level. 2005, 2006, 2007, there were only 3 donations. Last year there were 151. In the last 3 days, we've had how many? 3 or 4 cadaver donations. We know because we do all the tests here. So this is the thing. We started the tissue bank, which is a bone bank where we take bone which is donated after a knee or hip transplant surgery. We process it, and these are given to orthopedic as well as dental surgeons throughout India. Many of them use it from throughout India. This is an overview of what we do. Since this is our 40th anniversary, we said we'll do a series of events this year. The first one we thought we should do about the transplant program. All the donors and the donor families have been felicitated over the years. They all get felicitated in very big public functions. The people behind the scene who work quietly have never been known. They don't, they are not recognized. We thought we would recognize them. And who better than our Honorable Minister, who from the day he joined the Health Ministry has been for organ donations. I have never known anybody else do so much work for it. And only when it comes from somebody like him that
ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರೇ, ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಮಿತ್ರಗಳೇ, ಸೋಟೋ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು ಜೀವನ ಸಾರ್ಥಕತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಫಡ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಜೀವನ ಸಾರ್ಥಕತೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸೋಟೋ ನಾವು ಏನು ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಡೊನೇಷನು, ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಡೊನೇಷನ್, ಇದರಿಂದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್. In the last 5 years, especially in the last 3 years, the kind of thrust and importance that this department we have given, the kind of awareness we have spread, because of which we can see the results today. Swami Vivekananda ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, the gist of all religions is to do good, is to be good and to do good. He alone lives who lives for others. Rest are more dead than alive ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪರರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಬದುಕೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ವ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂಗಾಂಗಗಳ ದಾನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥವರು ಸಾವಿನ ನಂತರ ಕೂಡ ಬದುಕುವುದನ್ನ, ಸಾವಿನ ನಂತರ ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ದಾರಿ ದೀಪ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಜೀವವನ್ನ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದಕ್ಕಿನ್ನ ಪುಣ್ಯದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಿನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪಾವಿತ್ರ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ರಕ್ತದಾನ ಮಹಾದಾನ. ಖಂಡಿತ ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಅಂಗಾಂಗಗಳ ದಾನ ಸರ್ವಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ದಾನ. ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ he can give life to 8 different people after his death. You have to brain dead people. I really acknowledge the kind of efforts and the kind of sacrifice that family does. See, first of all, they will be in pain after losing an important member of their family. In that circumstance, our counselors, our people from department, they go, they counsel them, and they motivate them to even consider for donating the organs of the deceased. And after that, thanks to the police, traffic in particular, to create the green corridor. And similarly, we want to start the helicopter service, where in the event of road accidents in a far off places, we need to ensure that the organs are taken to the nearest organ retrieval centers. So we are also considering the helicopter services for such incidences. So when I took over as a minister, I still remember we had only one organ retrieval center in Karnataka. Today we ensured that we wanted to increase, we wanted to have an organ retrieval center in all our medical college and super specialty hospitals. So today I am very happy to say that there are about 19 organ retrieval centers in Karnataka. And I think in the last year, almost about 389 people have got new lease of life because of the organ donation, which is all-time best. Even during COVID years, because of our persuasion, because of our awareness activities, we were able to influence, we were able to convince the people to enroll into organ donation.
We started work in 1983, arranging for blood donation camps for the government hospitals. Those days people didn't know about blood donation even. So to get voluntary donors to give blood, and the blood was collected by the government hospitals. And then soon we formed the trust, Bangalore Medical Services Trust. It's a partnership of Rotary Club of Bangalore and TTK and Company. And since then we have come a long way. This is the only standalone NGO center in India which has a blood center, an HLA lab, that's the tissue lab, a tissue bank, thalassemia services, as well as a stem cell donor registry, which is along as a partnership with DKMS of Germany. From collecting around 500 units the first year, today we collect around 35 to 40,000 units of blood from voluntary donors. It's tested by NAT, by chemiluminescence. It's made into components and it is given to patients in around 500 to 600 hospitals in Karnataka. We also collect bone after knee and hip surgery, and these bone pieces which are otherwise discarded, we collect them from the hospitals, we process them, and then it undergoes a series of tests, and then it undergoes gamma irradiation, and these pieces are used by orthopedic surgeons as well as the granules which are used by dental surgeons, and from people all over India actually they use these products. We have a daycare transfusion center also where free transfusions are given for thalassemia patients. The HLA lab, which is the transplant immunology lab, this is where all the tests that are required for organ transplant, whether it's kidney or liver or heart, pancreas, all the solid organs, as well as for stem cell transplant. So there are certain tissue typing tests, there are cross-match tests that have to be done, and that is done here. For the people behind the scenes, which are these people from SOTO, which Jivasarthikate, the people you saw, the traffic department, police who make the green corridor, people in the airport who have to ensure that if there is an organ or a stem cell which has to leave this city and go to some other cities, how to ensure that it goes on time and there is no problem. These people, and Minister talked about having a helicopter service. These people are never in the front. The kind of work they do to bring about the sea change, that is never acknowledged. We wanted to acknowledge that and make sure that the Honorable Minister, Dr. Sudhakar, he has always been a champion of organ donation. That's why we wanted him to felicitate these people. He knows all about them. He knows how much work the government is doing. For instance, the insurance that the patients have to get. If it doesn't come on time, how will they be able to do any transplant? We are the only center in Karnataka where we do all the HLA, that is the tissue typing, the cross match and everything that is required for all the